Hey YouTubers, got a question for you. You know, over the years on YouTube I've seen people ask questions like, what was something that you bought for your shop or whatever that you thought would just be the cat's behind and you'd use it all the time and it has turned out to be kind of a waste of money because you never use it? Well, I got a different question. What is that piece of equipment in your shop that you bought, but you're really hesitant about buying it because you didn't think you'd use it very much, and now it's one of the most used, or you use it all the time in your shop, and you're really glad you have it? What is that piece of equipment? I'll show you what mine is. It's right over there. It is my little jet bandsaw. I use this thing all the time. You can bring it down like that, you turn it on, put it on your piece of steel, and as it cuts, when it cuts through, it shuts itself off. There's a little table that you can mount here and then sit on this and use it as a bandsaw to cut metal shapes. I usually just set it right on here and cut it. It came with this, so if you're going to cut a bunch of the same length stuff, I put a longer one on it. And I was working on a project this weekend that I wish I had about 2 foot, because I was cutting a lot of 16 and 18 inch pieces, but I just measured each one. I usually just bring it down like this, just above the material I'm going to cut, put my leg against this knob, which is the knob for tightening the band. So I hold it up off the material, and then I'll measure right from the blade to the end, adjust the length that I need, lock it in place with this, turn it on and cut it. It's just been a real handy piece of equipment for me. In fact, I've said when this one burns up, I'm buying the next size larger with a coolant system or something like that on it. I may splurge and just go ahead and buy a larger one, just because it's a real handy piece of equipment. But if I'm cutting a large round or big piece of angle, it just doesn't want to cut quite straight enough. It'll kind of drift on an angle, and if you got to put a new blade on it, it'll usually cut pretty good, but it doesn't take much to put a little chip in a blade. And there's right there, looks like there's a broken tooth or something. And once you get a broken tooth, it'll want to drift. But my next one's going to be larger with coolant. This is one of the pieces of equipment in here that I didn't think I'd use much, and I was kind of hesitant about buying it, and boy, I'm glad I got it. What's your piece?